No grocery list. No problem. We'll just get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So glad I have my list today. Okay, I need some of this. Has anybody been in that first position? No list? I have. Usually, somehow it always ends up when I'm really tired and I just need a few groceries and I end up with a lot more than I should have gotten. But I do make lists and sometimes I forget my list. But it does help me if I at least have it written down, because for some reason I have like a mental picture of it still. Sometimes I'll take a picture of it just in case I do forget it. I'm trying to work on that. But in this video, I want to share some planning with you that I am, I guess, trying to set as a New Year goal. Menu planning, just planning my trips to the grocery store a little bit better so I don't have to stop in the middle of the week once, maybe twice. And I need to work on it. So, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I am a homeschool mom of 4 boys. They are ages 10 to 20. I have graduated too. And here on this channel, I do a lot of homeschool videos, but I am also wanting to share some other things. And I do share food. We are a gluten-free family. So here, this haul will be gluten-free. And I am going to turn the camera around, show you what I've been working on for my planning, and take you along a little bit and show you my grocery haul at the end. Okay, first of all, I want to let you know that I usually always go to the grocery store with a list, but I'm trying to plan a little bit different, more plan ahead of time, not week by week. I'm hoping that will just help me, especially if I see a sale, know what I'm needing ahead of time. Just to have purpose in all of it. So next, I want to show you how I want to implement some ideas on how to get out of the kitchen and not be in there every night or all weekend. Okay, here is what I have started so far. I looked at the days that are really busy for me. Wednesday, we have church and the boys have to be there for choir. And my teen may have visitation starting back up soon and he will have to be there even earlier. So I'm going to make a meal on Tuesday. I'm going to have to plan ahead and make it a larger meal to have a full leftover for Wednesday. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those weekends, I don't want to be in the kitchen all weekend. And I feel like that is one thing that is happening right now. So I am going to make an effort, and I have it listed on some dinners that I can turn into another meal with the leftovers and drag that into Sunday also. So I will be sharing that with you in more detail, but that is how, for example, chili and rice, chili and veggies for me and my husband, making extra meat, making maybe lasagna. I could either use what I've already cooked up and make it on Saturday, or I can even make all the meals on Friday to carry over into the weekend, have some leftovers with salad and chips and dip, that kind of thing. So just some ideas that I am working on. All right, as you can see, I'm having the same meals repeated quite often, and I'm going to show you how I add in some others. But I don't want to make this difficult. I need it to be something that I can manage and that I can do. So this is how I'm going to start off with January, and if I can add in more or do a little extra here or there, that's what I'll do. But this is where I'm going to start. Okay, filled out the rest for this month. Tried to add some chicken. I think these 3 Mondays are chicken, and then a couple chicken here, baked spaghetti, a breakfast, which always is good. We'll make pancakes for that with eggs and probably something else. And then on this Monday, we'll have hamburgers, and sort of going into January. I really should fill out the rest of that week into February, but this just gives me an idea, a starting point, and already starting to make my list and just trying to decide how much meat I'm going to need, how much chicken, vegetables, noodles and rice. And then I will be adding, of course, what we will have for lunches, which usually is sandwiches, and breakfast is usually eggs, or I make muffins or granola bars. So I think, and a lot of that I already have, but I will list what I need before I go out. Okay, let's put this planning into action, and I'm gonna take you along with me to some stores, and I have a special surprise for you. Okay, we are at Aldi's. Tonight I am with my 10-year-old, and he is willing to video. It is actually very empty. It is a Thursday night. I am so surprised. So getting some footage of me getting groceries. Here I am figuring, I already had listed how many noodles I needed so I could count them out. Didn't have to think about it. I was looking for spaghetti. Looking at my list again, checking it twice. I think he did a great job videoing, but I also got a shot of him because he was willing to help too. Okay, here is my first round. I actually stopped at Kroger's tonight and then Aldi's, and I have some meat that I got at Aldi's that I'm going to also show you. I'll start over here at Kroger's. Most of this stuff I just walked in there to get the sales, and also we got our gas there because we had points off. So some chicken nuggets, some of this salad starter. It's organic, so I like to get that. And that was on my list anyways. Some of this cheese. This was on sale, plus I had an extra coupon. These Rolly chips were on a good sale. And then the coffee. I just got 3. I like to get a big box at Sam's, but I think I'm going to try to wait a couple more weeks before I go there. Some Zone bars. This popcorn, we might use this for either Saturday or Sunday night. And some Nut Thins and some gluten-free cereal. Okay, and Aldi's, we went in and we got some bagels. We'll probably make bagel pizza Sunday night. I got some of this cheese, but I also picked up a couple extra cheeses they had there. I didn't realize they had these. So, and then I needed some freezer bags and some extra storage bags here. These are for my son that is not gluten-free. These are something for my husband. I actually just put them away if we're absolutely out of anything that I've made. That's just a treat that we can have. 1 bag of popcorn that will probably get eaten tonight. Some disinfectant wipes. I usually make my own macaroni and cheese, but they do have the gluten-free, and I just purchased some a couple weeks ago, and the boys liked it. So I went ahead and the cheese sauce, I actually just use 1 for 2 boxes, and then I save the other package for when I make another bag. Some cheese sticks. My son and I both have been liking these. And then we got these granola bars. They don't say gluten-free, but we have not had any trouble. I think it's because they're organic and it's just oats. All right, and then I also got these noodles, which I'll make macaroni and cheese out of. This one I think I'll do with spaghetti. They didn't have spaghetti noodles, and I actually want to get that for one of the dinners. So I do have to make a Walmart run, which I will add that at the end of this video, but I may not do that till tomorrow. Butter, which I waited to get it at Aldi's because I thought it would be cheaper. No, it has gone up so much. Some lunch meat. Actually got 2 lunch meats. Here's the other one. Some broccoli, some more broccoli, some cabbage, some egg whites. I use that for a couple things that I make for low carb. All right, and let me get the meat out and I'll show you what I purchased. I just pulled the meat out. We are pretty much out of all beef. We have a couple chickens in the freezer, but I purchased these because they were $2 off. Plus I had a specific meal that I wanted them for. And I went ahead and got these. I'm just out of everything, and I thought about going to a local grocery store. I like to check for clearance, but really, price-wise, this wouldn't have been any different than their clearance prices. So this is what we're going to work with this week. All right, so next I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow, and I'll show you what I get there. We did not get to Walmart until the following day. He actually had a dentist appointment that day, so we headed to Walmart on the way home and found some of my spaghetti I was looking for. Okay, here is the next day, Walmart haul, and I did stop at the grocery outlet. This lunch meat here is a pound, and it was $3.50 for each. I don't know how much it is now at the grocery store. What is it? between $7 and $9, something like that. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I went ahead and got a few. The date is still good. I could put them in the freezer. These, I think were $1.19. I don't even know if that's good, but one of my boys, my older boys, likes those for his lunches. I don't usually get them unless I'm there at the grocery outlet. This Applegate ham was, I think, $1.99. And I like it because I like ham, but I usually don't eat it because it does, most of the lunch meat hams have a lot of sugar in it, but this one does not. Applegate cheese. So this is what we got at the grocery outlet. And then at Walmart, this is what I purchased. I got some of this Glad press and seal. I know this, everybody says this is pricey, but that is a treat to me. I really like that stuff. I was introduced to it a couple years ago. So milk, heavy whipping cream, half and half, eggs, a couple bags of chips, some granola bars. Those are more for heading out the door on the road. Some yogurt. These little waffle things. I actually make my husband some sandwiches out of those, but I am going to make some type of bread for him, but that will last a couple lunches until I get to it. Some gum, and these, I was looking for some spaghetti noodles, and I'm actually not going to use it for spaghetti. I'm just going to break it up a little bit smaller and make like a butter noodle side dish for it for one of the dinners. And then I have some gluten-free bread, and I know there's 4 of them, but I have 2 that work. I make lunches for, I don't know, there's really not a lot in here like there is a normal loaf of bread, and I'm hoping it'll last a little bit longer than that. We'll see. I have 2 boys that like this and 2 that like this kind best, so they actually had it all there today. So I went ahead and grabbed it because sometimes you go and they're out of one or the other, and sometimes they're out. So we'll see how long that lasts. So that is my Walmart haul. All right, you all, I appreciate you all watching this, and maybe I might try to do a week of our dinners. If you're interested, let me know. I do appreciate you all watching. If you have not yet, please subscribe. That would encourage me so much, and like this video. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you soon.